We are now joined again by former ESPN basketball analyst and now author Mark Adams, who's written a novel with a whole lot of truth in it. The Coach and the Geek, Building a Kick-Butt Culture, that is now also has an app associated with it. Mark, welcome back. We talked a bit about the book a couple of months ago. Tell me about the app.
Well, Bob, we really wanted to bring a value-add tool for coaches who want to make a difference in players' lives. And so myself and the geek, Jeff Van Fleet, who will be on right after me to talk about some of the technology around it, we decided that we wanted to build an app around communication, around accountability, around truly connecting coaches and players. Because, Bob, what we found was in a national survey of high school student athletes and college student athletes, only 52% of student athletes, they reported to us that 52% of student athletes never meet with their head coach one-on-one for 15 minutes or more to talk about issues off the field or off the court. Think about that, Bob. That's a huge number. I mean, when you and I played, our coaches were engaged. They were coaching for all the right reasons, and I think coaches are coaching for all the right reasons today. But because of the time crunch that coaches are under with a lot of different things, we wanted to help coaches refocus on the right things. One of those things that we've done on the court is to help coaches measure hustle. So the Focus app actually measures hustle plays, like sprint to first base in baseball or block off. It doesn't take any talent to do those things, just concentration and effort. And the Geek and I developed this app to bring a better coaching tool to align their way of playing hard with the players' expectations, along with the actual accountability and behaviors that lead ultimately to on-court and off-court success.
All right, you said coach and player. Is this also boss and employee? Is there an obvious transfer of this to all of our businesses?
Bob, it's a tremendous question, and I appreciate your ability to see beyond the obvious. And the answer is yes. We just did a presentation at Midway Industries up in Chicago. They're a manufacturing company, one of the great vinyl window manufacturers in the country. And we suggested to them that there are hustle stats during the manufacturing process. There are also hustle stats during the software development process as well. What we get down to is behaviors. We don't worry about the end result. We worry about the process. And part of that process is fundamental behaviors that lead to success. It would be things like asking 2 questions in a stand-up meeting during a software development agile meeting. Mm-hmm. That would be a behavior that leads to success of interaction. It would be things like in manufacturing, we've got the right pieces in the right place at the right time along the manufacturing line. It doesn't take talent to do that. It takes a little bit of strategy, a little bit of foresight, and some discipline from your team members to put those right pieces in the right place at the right time. So yes, there is a bridge to business for sure. Absolutely.
And real quickly, this past week, the most successful coach of our generation, Mike Krzyzewski, announced his retirement from Duke at the end of next season. How'd he do it? Could he have written this book?
You know what? He could have. In fact, I sent him a copy of the book, and he actually got back to me and thanked me for it. Oh. Mike is a tremendous communicator. He has a great economy of language. That's why he's a great teacher. He connects well with all generations at 74 years old. What a tremendous gift he's given to college basketball by building accountability and those relationships. Everything I talked about in the Focus app, Mike Krzyzewski has done in an uber level, and God bless him for getting out on his own terms.
Absolutely. Website where we can learn more.
coachandgeek.com, and you got the Geek coming up next from what I understand.
Yes, we do. I'll let you do the tease. Thanks so much, Mark. When we come back, we're going to meet with the Geek of the book. Stay with us.